Alright, what is going on everybody? HT Jammers here, back with another Street Fighter 5 video. In today's video, we're going to be moving back over to our Psycho female soldier Falke. More specifically, what we're going to be talking about is, I think I'll call it hit confirms / buffers. Yeah, I think I'll call it that because this is one of the topics I wanted to do a video on previous version of the game 3.5, but because barely anyone was using Falke and you know, she wasn't really viable, I thought it would just be kind of useless or pointless at the time, so I just save it for season 4 in case the character got a few buffs. And in our case, she got a lot of buffs for season 4, so I'm thinking, yeah, everything I wanted to talk about previous version of the game, I'll do so now and upload it over a certain period of time. And the first topic is this one here: hit confirms / buffers. So yeah, enough of me rambling on. Let me just double check that my buttons are all good to go. Yes, I'm all good, should be fine. But yeah, like I said, hit confirms and buffers. I feel this is an essential part of Falke's gameplay. Obviously, it's an essential part of fighting games in general, but hopefully this will help up and coming Falke players improve their game, because if you ever find yourself in a pickle or you're struggling what to practice in training mode, hit confirms, it's compulsory with Falke and it's so helpful. It's been helpful for me, so hopefully this will help you. And this will be something that you use in the neutral game overall. Now, if you've already been using it part of the neutral game, then that's good. You don't really have to watch this video. This can be a little refresher for you if you are watching it. And like I said, if you haven't seen it before, hopefully there'll be something that you didn't see before and you thought, oh, okay, maybe I can do that in training mode and this will help me out quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to be going over some 3 sections, so hopefully this video won't take like forever to do. I could go on a tangent, but we're going to be going over regular buffers, hit confirms, or maybe buffers, a specific kind of hit confirm, which is very useful, and we're going to be going over some V-trigger stuff as well, hit confirms, buffers, etc, etc. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at things you do from stand medium kick, which is essentially you're going to be buffering from this, and it's got good range, and you're going to be buffering into either Psycho Schneide or Catapult. But what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be doing what is known as a buffer option select. So basically what that means is behind normals, certain things are buffered, and you do it in the neutral as a counter poke or something. But if the button doesn't connect to the opponent, then the special won't come out. However, if it does connect, then the special move will come out. Like in our case, like I said, it's going to be Psycho Schneide or it's going to be Catapult. Now, in Falke's regard, you're going to be using this to like kind of counter poke with punish in the neutral. So I should have Mika doing stand medium kick. Yeah, okay, it might be a little bit awkward to punish because I haven't really practiced doing it with Falke. But like I said, we're just going to be buffering into Catapult. Now, you used to do this quite a bit. If you played Falke in the previous version of the game, then this is what you were doing. This was your go-to thing in the neutral. You just did stand medium kick into Catapult. Obviously, when you timed it right as a whiff punish. Let's get this right. There you go, Catapult. And this is guaranteed to connect. It's not optimal because Psycho Schneide is the optimal ender for Falke for most of her combos or whatever she does. But Catapult was guaranteed to connect at any range you did it, especially if you've done it at the max distance. And that's where you're going to be really playing with Falke. You're going to be standing relatively far out from your opponent and then cancelling into Catapult. Now, you can do it with Psycho Schneide, but there will be ranges where Psycho Schneide whiffs. And on that occasion, it did hit. But I'm going to see if I can get it to whiff so you can see my point. Let's see, stand about maybe there, and then get it to whiff. Okay, it connected there. 3rd time's a charm. Hopefully this thing will whiff. No, not the stand medium kick. I need Psycho Schneide to whiff so you guys can see it. Oh, God damn it. Hopefully this doesn't take forever. There you go, it whiffed. So you don't want to have it whiff there because you don't want to relinquish your favorable position and giving your opponent a chance to land a big fat punish on you. If I can show it one more time, that would be great. But, okay, it connected, but I'm trying to really show it one more time. But, here we go. Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, it was just disconnected. Okay, but yeah, Psycho Schneide can whiff at certain ranges, and yeah, you don't want to afford that to happen. Oh, sorry, you don't want to afford that mistake. So you just it's in your best interest to just do stand medium kick into Catapult at all times. Now, I would say you can turn on random guard and practice this, but because the cancel window from stand medium kick is not big, you don't want to accidentally buffer and then, you know, it comes out on accident and then your opponent can punish you because that's -17 on block. You don't want someone forward dashing and then getting they can't forward dash and punish, but you don't want someone doing like a medium and then getting a full combo. So I wouldn't recommend practicing this on random guard because the cancel window is not that big from crouching medium kick. But if you want to do so, you can. but I'd say just practice it against, practice whiff punching normals with it. But yeah, if you go in training mode and see stand medium kick into Psycho Schneide and the Psycho Schneide whiffs, you will definitely get my point as to why I don't urge people do that at certain ranges. You're going to be using it as a combo ender, but not so much in the neutral as a whiff punching sort of tool. Alright, so enough about stand medium kick. The next thing we're going to be moving on to is standing hard punch. Now, there's some people like to use this button, some people don't. I'm a huge fan. I'm an advocate of this button. I love it. And what I do for the most part in the neutral is I buffer it into, well, not buffer it, I try and hit confirm it into Catapult, because again, at the range you're going to be standing at, which is like relatively out here, trying to counter poke or whiff punish a normal, the only thing that will connect is Catapult, because Psycho Schneide will whiff from there, even the EX version with its newly buffed self, because they just whiff. So, and because the cancel window is a lot bigger, it's a lot bigger than the stand medium kick one. And something you want to remember about hit confirms, or hit confirms in general, is the later a normal cancels into a special, that means the bigger the window was, the cancel window was on that normal. So as you can see, that stand hard punch into Catapult, that's pretty late. So that's something you can work with, and you either go into regular Catapult or you go into EX Catapult and get that extension there. So that's a very big deal. And again, one example you want to be using it for is if we change that over to the stand medium kick, and it's got a little bit more range than stand medium kick. You just go and do that, try and whiff punish a normal, and then once you get it, I need to stand a little bit closer. There you go, get the cancel window, and then you get your damage. Again, this has helped me out in matches quite a bit, so I'm hoping this will help you guys as well. Obviously get your spacing to be a lot better than mine, but when you do that, and if you know the opponent's going to whiff a normal, then of course buffering it is standard, it's not a big deal. But when you do buffers, you're confident it's going to connect on hit. That's what buffers are mainly there for. You're confident it's going to connect. And yeah, that's essentially it regarding the normals. So stand medium kick, stand hard punch. There's going to be two buttons you're probably using in terms of whiff punching the neutral. Remember, cancelling into Catapult is better than cancelling to Psycho Schneide, because they'll either you'll either get blocked and you get punished, or just whiff and you get punished in general. So the outcome is not good either way. Right, so moving on to the next part, which is a specific counter hit confirm, which we'll show the counter hit first, which is going to be counter hit stand medium punch, which is this button here, and it's going to go into stand fierce. It's going to link into stand fierce. So normally with stand medium punch, it is +8 on hits. And obviously with Street Fighter 5, or sorry, not Street Fighter 5, in Street Fighter games in general, when you land a counter hit, you add an additional 2 frames onto the hit. So what it is now, instead of +8, the stand medium punch will become +10 on hit. Hence why this stand hard punch links, because that is 10 frames startup, I believe. So with this one here, how to practice that, and I think this is one of the most fun things I've done with Falke in training mode, is practicing the counter hit confirm from stand medium punch linking to stand fierce. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, Jammers, why are you showing us this when the new, stand medium punch into crouching fierce, it links now? Well, there's going to be times where, that's true, I'm not going to lie, that's true, it does work, but there's going to be times you hit stand medium punch at not so close, not relatively close, and crouch fierce will whiff. And if it does whiff, you've just given up a huge damage opportunity, or damaging opportunity, huge combo potential, beneficial situation. There's going to be times where it just won't connect, basically is what I'm saying. But when you do it, when you do stand hard punch will pretty much connect at most ranges. And when you do that, you just cancel into the Catapult. So this kind of hit confirm you're practicing, it kind of bounces off the stand hard punch, cancelling it into Catapult sort of thing. And this will help you quite a bit. So when you do that, you just can't go wrong with this. And the way to practice this, I'd say, is you turn random counter hit on, counter hit on random, and you put the guard on random as well. So when you do it, you just do that, stand medium punch. There'll be very few opportunities where you actually get a counter hit standing medium punch to connect. But when you see the counter hit on screen, you'll automatically go stand hard punch. Your muscle memory will kick in and go, right, counter hit's there, let me hit hard punch. I won't fail it. But yeah, this is a very good way to practice. And even if you don't get the counter hit on, if you get a regular hit, you just go into stand medium kick. And sometimes when you flop it like that, you can go to stand medium kick as well. But if we do that one more time, this may take a while. There we go. Well, again, didn't get the proper damage, but either way, you can see the outcome. It's a very good outcome. And this is pretty fun to practice for Falke anyway. It may seem boring, but it's actually pretty fun to practice. Can I get it one more time? There you go. Get the confirm. And remember, you're +8 on stand medium punch normally, so you've got quite a few frames to work with. So one more time. There you go. Oh, okay. Maybe you might be able to get that, but that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much the kind of hit confirm you want to practice. So let me show you one more time. So stand medium punch into the stand hard punch. If you get the counter hit, of course. If you don't, then you just go into stand medium kick. If you accidentally get stand medium kick, it's not a big deal. It's still a hit regardless. You just want to practice getting that confirmed from stand medium punch. I'll probably talk about in another video, probably the opportunities you can get from stand medium punch, or where you want to, where you think you might be able to get a counter hit, shall I say? Because it's pretty hard for Falke to open opponents up in this game in general. Alright, so if I turn that off random as well, and version select, V trigger. So yeah, we're going to move on to the last section, which is V trigger stuff. Hopefully this is all making sense, and I'm speaking quite fast, so let me know if I need to slow down in future videos. But right, so the first thing we need to do, or we're going to go over, is forward hard punch, cancelling or confirming it into either V trigger, and we're going to go with V trigger 1 first. The less riskier one, shall I say. So we're going to put it on random here. So with cancelling forward hard punch into V trigger 1, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't hit, because if it is blocked, you are relatively safe. Or sorry, you are safe on block. So if I get it to block, no, I just want it to block. No, you know, let's take it off. Let's take it off and just put it on guard all. So yeah, if you do it at max distance and cancel, you're +5 on block, so it's not a big deal. Because you're still in a safe spot. You're just not close and you can't get the confirm, and you don't have to waste your V meter there. But by practicing it at the max distance, what you're doing here is, because this is the ideal range to play with Falke and using forward hard punch anyway, because you're not going to do forward hard punch here, because if it is blocked, you're -10, and your opponent is definitely going to take advantage of that and get a fat punish on you. So that's why doing it from here is ideal. And because when you do get that hit, you confirm into V trigger. When I get it, let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna get. Now it wants to block. Yeah, you're gonna get that hit. I think the cancel window is not that big. When you do get the hit, you're gonna go into another forward hard punch into Psycho Schneide, then Panzer. So the mid shot, then the low shot. But yeah, it's not essential you practice this, but it is a nice little fun thing to do. And if you ever find yourself in a match doing this sort of thing, you go, oh, okay, practice that in trainer mode. It did help a bit, but like I said, if it's activated on block, it's not the end of the world. You're not going to waste any V meter. You're safe. The opponent can't really do anything. Not a big deal. But yeah, there's a ton of risks that are coming in with forward hard punch activations, because forward hard punch is susceptible to jumps. So if your opponent jumps in and you're throwing out forward hard punch, they get a fat punish. If they whiff punish it properly, then you're in trouble. If they are in range to punish with a normal or a special, because at max distance, not all normals and specials can catch it. But critical arts can. Certain critical arts like Kami and Kali can catch it. So there's a lot of risks in doing the forward hard punch confirm sort of thing. So just be very careful and wary about that. Now if we move over to V trigger 2, I know I feel like I'm really whizzing through this, but there's not a lot to talk about. You go to V trigger 2, this is a lot more riskier than activating V trigger 1, because with V trigger 2 activations, or going into V trigger 2, you can't buffer things. You have to hit confirm it. That's why Capcom have increased the cancel window from forward hard punch and crouching medium punch, which we'll get onto, into V trigger 2, because if you do get that hit, you got V trigger 2 available. They want you to get rewarded for hitting it, and they want you to get some sort of mileage off of it. So if I do that and cancel, as you can see, it's -28. So you can't buffer it. You've got to get that confirm. And this is why they made the window a lot bigger, because when you do get it, you get a nice little hit. Not a lot of damage, but you basically get rewarded for doing it. And like I said, the later you cancel a normal into a special or a V trigger, that means the bigger the cancel window was. And again, doing it at the ideal range is over here, because you don't want to be doing it over here, because forward fierce is in so much danger. So do it from there, and then cancel into it. Does it get it? There we go. There will be some occasions where the forward hard punch whiffs. I really want to show you it whiff, because yeah, there you go. It can whiff. So I don't know if Capcom are going to fix that or change that, but if it whiffs, unlucky. That's all I can say to you. If it whiffs, unlucky, because you did the right thing. The game said no, or you're just too far out, I should say. But Yeah, moving on to the next one, which is a crouching medium punch again. This button is now become relevant. I personally don't like this button, but some Falke players will probably have a go at me because this button's decent. It's got decent frame data. It's -2 on block now, so you can throw it out up close without having to really worry. But again, it's got similar risk to forward hard punch, but it recovers a lot quicker. So you can do that, but again, this is probably going to be another button you're going to be wanting to cancel into V-Trigger 2. So when you do get it, cancel window's a little bit bigger. I still feel it's kind of like a buffer, not so much a hit confirm, but if you get it, yeah, I don't think the cancel window is as big, but no, it's because my fierce button has stopped working. That's why it's not working. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. No. Yeah, it's not as big as the forward fierce one, but it is bigger. So you want to probably work on that as well. Again, with all these hit confirms situations, having the guard on random is probably the best thing to do. And then obviously it will help you determine what aspect you need to work on. And yeah, okay, that was definitely hit confirm. But you can't, obviously you can't see it on the screen, but yeah, the crouching medium punch to V-Trigger 2. I don't think it's imperative that you learn it, but again, it's something I put down on this list that I feel Falke players will probably be thankful for and just say, oh, okay, that's something I can practice, not too bad. Especially if you're looking to use V-Trigger 2 a lot more in matches now, because it is a big deal. Right, moving on to the next one, which is a crouching medium kick. So this isn't a hit confirm. I'd really say this is 100% a buffer because the cancel window on this is super tight. Like, it is insanely tight. So if you actually manage to hit confirm that into V-Trigger 2, I will highly respect you because I can't do it, for one. But if I do it, it's more like I was confident it was going to hit. That's kind of what buffers sort of are. I think I said this earlier in the video before. If you're confident that the normal that you're going to use is going to whiff punish or is going to hit the opponent, that's when you just confidently go, yeah, it's going to hit. There you go. See, I thought, yeah, it's going to hit, but I've set the guard on random. I didn't know that. But I put this down here just in case, because the reason that this is there, because the cancel window into V-Trigger 2 is not as big as forward hard punch or crouching medium punch for that matter, but because it's a low, it can catch people, potentially catch people walking backwards, and if you do catch them and you get that little nice confirm into V-Trigger 2, again, you get 158 damage, not too bad, and you get activation. But yeah, it's just another way to activate V-Trigger 2. That's essentially what I'm saying before I go on a wild random tangent. But yeah, and the last couple of things we're going to go over is we're going to have to be in V-Trigger 2 itself. Now, these, I guess you can class them as hit confirms. I don't really do. I kind of see them more as buffers, or you'd use them in a buffer scenario because you want to use them as whiff punishing tools. If you see, again, we're going to use the example here. If you see your opponent's throwing out a normal, because we're going to be buffering into, oh no, yeah, we're going to be buffering into Psycho Sturm, so the golf swing here. So if I go back and do that, what we want to do is you just get the whiff punish, or you just get a normal, any random normal, would be a heavy or medium, and then you just go, okay, crouch medium punch. Damn, okay, I thought I had bigger range, or better range. Just go crouch medium punch into Psycho Sturm, and then when I get it right, okay, I'm still misjudging the range, because I don't use this button. But yeah, it's good. When you do that, just pretty much just buffer it into Psycho Sturm, and then if you got CA behind it as well, you just cancel into that. I haven't actually practiced this in a while, but again, I just want to show you guys this because it's pretty cool, and it's going to be useful. It gives crouching medium punch a true purpose in V-Trigger 2 because you can cancel into the Psycho Sturm. You've got to be careful as well because Psycho Sturm became slightly more punchable in block. I think it went from -10 to -11. Yeah, I remember it went from that -10 to -11. But yeah, just get a normal to whiff punish in the training mode, and then again just cancel, or obviously be careful it doesn't get blocked. Cancel into that, and if you've got super, just practice that as well. Another thing you can do as well, this will give crouching medium kick a true purpose. You get that right, it depends on the range and depends on normal you're whiff punishing. Whoops, I might not be able to punish stand medium kick with that actually, to be honest with you, but let's see if we can get it down. Crouching medium, nah, okay. One more time, let's try it. Oh no, it's probably not good enough, but you can do crouch medium into, oops, let's turn that off. Yeah, you can do crouch medium into Psycho Sturm as well. Not Psycho Clinch, Psycho Sturm. And then if I turn this off, I don't need that on, because I just want to explain something, that's all. But yeah, just practice buffering that, or get a normal, probably a low attack, so maybe like Akuma's crouch medium kick, Ryu's crouch medium kick. Just a low hitting attack maybe, or a crouching attack, and then just practice that crouch media kick into Psycho Sturm, and again, if you got the super locked and loaded behind it, you just cancel into that and you'll get big damage from that as well. So yeah, alright, so that's going to be it for the video there. Hopefully you guys have found this helpful and insightful. I really felt I rushed this video, but it probably wasn't the case, because some points were a lot longer than others, and you know, the other points were just straight to the point. They were just like, look, practice this, this is a buffer, this is a hit confirm, do that and you'll be fine. But yeah, pretty much that is that. If I made any mistakes or I missed anything out that you felt I should have put in the video, then please let me know in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, let me know. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know. Leave a dislike, do whatever. It will help me out either way. I'll leave all the necessary information in the description below, as well as previous video links to the combo videos done with Falke and the season 4 changes video that I spoke about there. And yeah, just necessary information in general. But yeah, this has been your boy Hasty Jammers, and I will see you guys on the next Street Fighter 5 video. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.